What do you call this? A sine wave. Welcome to another week of the Yoga Dream Journey, where I seek to move from my job life into a life of which yoga can support me. So the whole sine wave thing was a joke to kind of symbolize the sign that I need to put up for the mock yoga studio. And if you're just joining in, last week I did a new trailer for my YouTube channel, which symbolizes the door of the yoga studio. You see the door, you go through the door, and you do the yoga. So this week is all about reworking the logo just a little bit. I figured logo, sign, a good symbol to bring everything together, and I also need to update the banner of my YouTube channel just a little bit. Sounds easy, you say? Well, stay tuned because there are a lot of issues with this. The first few days of this week were pretty awesome.
First, we have Wednesday.
That was CPR training, so it's always fun to beat up a bunch of mannequins, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Basically, if you boil all that down, I learned that it is 30 chest compressions and 2 rescue breaths. Don't they change that up all the time? Wasn't it something different like a year ago? And next, Thursday morning, Thursday is work. Fooled you! That's right. I actually didn't have work on Thursday. And I had some time off. I recorded just a little bit of that day, and I would like to share it with you. Yeah, that's right. I edited the whole day. Now here's a little gem for you. This has to do with the whole idea of burnout. I can already hear someone out there saying,
"Oh, Landon, you have to take time off, because if you don't take time off, then you're gonna get burnt out. Boo!"
Well, there are 2 things I would like to tell you about that. The first is, how do you get burnt out on something you truly enjoy doing? 30 hours a week at the restaurant, 10 hours a week teaching, that makes 40 hours for my work week. And on top of that, I do 40 to 50 extra hours on building all of this out, building my platforms and helping to create my personal brand all around yoga. It's roughly 80-hour weeks, and yes, sometimes it's 90-hour weeks. But really, it doesn't feel like 80 or 90-hour weeks. I'm a Libra, I have to keep my balance, and when things get over 100 hours a week, that's when things get. To wrap up point 1, I like it. I enjoy doing it.
And the second point is Friday.
I went out, I had some drinks with my good friend, Siobhan.
Successful night of dancing and having a good time, so time to head home and hit the hay, keep moving through the week.
And that's the news.
I figured out the meaning of life. That's right, the meaning of life. We're just all glorified janitors. What am I doing on a Saturday night? I am eating a banana and I'm fixing a light bulb. That's the meaning of life. Eat more bananas, fix more light bulbs, and love it. The meaning of life. Just got done recording, and oh my god, I go to check my subscriber count right after, and I officially hit 200. Subscriber count, 200. So stoked. Driving at the moment to go get some food and some whiskey because it's Game of Thrones tonight. I seriously could have made a vlog about today. I hit 200 subscribers. I also did a series on chaturangas today. So many amazing things are all happening at once. I have some friends coming over and we're gonna cook some food, and really stoked. Sunday has been an awesome day. So happy. Okay, new segment. Some of you viewers have asked or mentioned things about my editing skills when it comes to the videos that I put out. And typically I laugh because I've gotten all my skills from Google. Like hours and hours and hours of watching tutorial videos on YouTube is where I've gotten to where I am now. And here's the thing that sucks about that: time. It takes a load of time. That's kind of why I decided to make this whole week about making these simple edits on my YouTube banner. I mean, they are simple edits when you know what you're doing. So while somebody with a graphic design background could do this in say 20 minutes, it just took me about 4 hours. So here's kind of like the moral of the story, and I think lots of people want to kind of go out on their own and make their own thing and create something and do something. Most people in those positions, they have actually very little pre-existing skills. You know, I don't think we should romanticize things like, oh, you have this really nice computer and you have all these cameras and you have all these editing skills. For about 9 months straight, I saved money to help buy the computer and buy the cameras. And I got all those skill sets from hours and hours and hours of working on stuff. And I don't know why this gets so under my skin. It makes me a little mad, but I think ultimately sad, because people will just kind of use that as excuses. Like, oh, you have this and I could never do this. Well, the fact is I think if you want something bad enough, you're gonna try for it. I basically saved for 9 months and did nothing other than save money for 9 months so that I could buy what I need to buy. So this is just a short testament to all that. The time lapse that you're watching right here is, yeah, 4 or 5 hours of me struggling, trying to do something very basic. So success, I built the sign and here it is. But there's a problem, it's because it's not really a sign, it's like a wall. See, check it out. Like look how big this thing is. It's ridiculous. I gotta make a bigger studio. That wraps up this week of the yoga dream journey, and check it out, yoga. And then if you look at the other way, it's not right. I really love this analogy of the yoga studio. You do something and then you make plans and it's like totally wrong and you have to change and you have to shift and everything. And that's kind of the same idea, is that I have to change and I have to shift now. I have a little clue as to what next week is gonna be about. It has to do with making the studio bigger, finding a symbol and analogy that fits along with that to you know, keep pushing and keep making things happen. But look at this. This thing is like, it's like a wall. It's serious. This is bigger than the foundation. Anyways, so I need to fix that. Got the door, got the water cooler, got the foundation, got the sign. Yeah, it's not a sign, it's a wall now. And I will see you guys next week. I love you all, and stay tuned for the numbers. The logo just a little bit because I figured that's a good symbol. What is this thing keeps turning off? And that's how the cookie crumbles.